Hello everyone, Everyman Prepping here, and today we're going to talk about situational awareness. As you know, the motto of the channel here for our community is keep your ear to the ground and head on a swivel. Head on the swivel means aware of your situation, aware of your surroundings, situational awareness. There's a lot of crime going on now, it's increasing. We got road rage, smash and grabs, theft of groceries, all kinds of crazy stuff happening. So I wanted to give some pointers on situational awareness and how it can help keep yourself safe and your family. Now, I know some of you are thinking, what are my credentials for, teaching this or giving you advice? Well, I don't have any, a little extent in the military, in the Army, but it's basically common sense. Things I've learned over time through living, things I've read, things I've seen, and stuff that, like the channel, this is for every man. It's for every man prepping. So this is stuff every man can do. It's mostly common sense. I'm not a high-speed operator. I'm not Jason Bourne. It's just things that I believe anybody can do to help keep themselves safe. So please like this video. If you subscribe to the channel, please share with everybody that you think might need this information, could benefit from learning more about situational awareness. If you've been watching a few or not subscribed, please do ring the bell, and you'll be alerted when more great videos come out. Also, please comment below with what you do for situational awareness when you're outside, out and about, and what tips you might have for people to remain safe out there. So starting on here, we'll talk about going on to restaurants and buildings. Going out places, what should you do? So first of all, we want to talk about, in any situation, is the phone. The thing I'm staring at you right now is the phone. And that thing is like a black hole. It'll suck you in and you'll lose all your situational awareness. You become involved in it. You won't see what's coming. You won't see what's coming around the corner. You won't see a threat coming. It's a horrible device for situational awareness. So try not to use it. If you must use it, you must send a text. You must answer the call. Do so with thought, with some strategy. Find your place where, I'm here, I'm on the phone here, and what's my situation awareness? Yeah, I can see in front of me very well, but what's behind me? I got a wall of wood and some trees and openness back there. So do the same thing. Put yourself against a wall, put yourself against a door, somewhere where you can have a 180-degree view and nothing will come up behind you when you're taking this phone call, when you're doing a quick text. Just try to do that. Now back to restaurants and, buildings or going into churches or whatever. What you don't want to do is you don't want to sit in the suicide seat. So now you're asking, what is the suicide seat? That is the seat that has the back to the entrance or the main avenue of ingress, or where, the enemy, the bad person will come from, whether it be someone coming in shooting, someone coming in just causing a ruckus, someone that's going to, cause violence in that place. You don't want your back to that person. That is the suicide seat. You want to have your back in the corner to a wall where you can see the avenue of approach. You can see that main ingress, and you want to have the most visibility at that point. And whenever you go to a new place, like I said, whether it be the restaurant, the church, the seminar, the school, wherever that is, don't pick the suicide seat. Pick the one with the back against the wall where you can see people coming in. While you're in this building that you're in, you want to identify the quickest egress. How are you getting out of there if something happens? And this could be whether it's an earthquake, fire, shooting, whatever. You just need to GTFO as quickly as possible, you and your family. So where's that closest exit? In a restaurant, it might be through the kitchen. Look around, it might be through the side. It might even be that glass pane right next to you that you're throwing the chair through to get out. Anything's possible, find it. Train your family, easiest thing to do. They love, if you have kids, they like this, make it a game. As soon as you get to a place, ask them, all right guys, where's the exit? How are we getting out of here? Where's the suicide seat? Let them identify it so they know. After a while, they'll come up to you and tell you, hey, we should sit there. Don't sit there. That's the suicide seat. You should sit over here. That's how we're going to leave in case there's an emergency. Once they start learning that, it'll become second nature. They don't even think about it, but they'll mentally process it. That way, if you're not around, they're doing it. So keep that in mind. Next on the list here, like I said, these are no real order. They're just as thoughts in my head came out as I was thinking about the video, and I put them on paper. Next is, when we're out at farmers markets or festivals or any just outside gathering, a park, yeah, you got to keep your head on a swivel, like we talked about. Look around. You're not being paranoid. You're not staring people down. You're definitely not staring at your phone. But you're looking around. Does anybody look suspicious? If your gut tells you that's weird, maybe you should move on. Your gut's pretty good at telling you what's going on. Your instinct. Does anybody have crazy eyes? Is anybody talking strangely? The acting cautious, acting paranoid. Take cues like that and get out. One thing I need to work on that I'm not good at is, keep my eyes up and recognizing people as they come close to myself and the family. Even if, like, friends at a park, you meet them, or you're at a farmer's market in town and someone comes up and says, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And you're like, "Oh, I should have noticed you first." I got to get better at that. Something I need to practice on, because I hate when someone else beats me to it. It means I wasn't situationally aware enough. It just reminds me I need to pay attention more. Next, let's talk about driving. So, there's a lot of road rage. There's a lot of carjackings. People just getting robbed at gunpoint in the car. So, and it's not about safety driving. This is when you stop. When you're coming to a stop, either at a light, stop sign, traffic jam, you need to leave enough space in front of you, between you and the next car in front of you, where you can do evasive maneuvers. You can pull to the side. You can whip a U-turn. You can pull the lane next to you. If you're trapped because you can't back up, you got to go forward. So you need to have that space, at least a car length. Does it look a little odd at first? People look at you like, why doesn't the guy pull up a little bit? Why is he so far? Don't worry about it. It's for your safety, your family's safety. Leave enough space so someone starts backing up, you can get out of the way. That's one tactic is you get sandwiched between two cars. The car in front, the car behind. Car behind get right next to you, the car in front backs up, you're trapped now. They come up to you, trouble happens. If that starts happening, you start backing up and you're there. You have enough room in front of you, you're peeling out of there. You're either going U-turn or you're taking the next lane. But leave a gap of space while you're driving. Next, we're going to talk about grocery stores. So, a lot of theft at grocery stores. People getting their groceries stolen as they come out, their bags stolen from them, in the trunk even. So, one recommendation is go with a buddy team. Take someone with you, someone that's watching back as you're going out there loading up. If you are out there and you're feeling confident, you look confident, you have someone with you, probably going to be left alone. And if you can't go with someone because you're the only one that go grocery shopping, we're not going at night. Night's not a good time to go. I know some of you, like, I work all day, I have to go at night. It's just the only way I can go. Well, then you're going to need to be extra cautious. If you are allowed and it's legally possible, you bring your security defensive tool with you. When you're going outside the door, you are checking out the parking lot. Is there any strange cars that parked you? Real big van, moving van, something else where it'll make you difficult to get in your car, something like that. You need to pay attention to that. Are there people lurking around? Is there someone that looks out of place? There's people just hanging out. Check that out before you go out there to put your groceries in your car. A lot of stores these days will still have a bagger, a shop bagger, someone that works there, come out with you and help you out. Get them to do it. So there's a couple people out, if there's someone with you, most likely nothing's going to happen. So keep that in mind when you're going to the grocery store and getting your food. The next is gas stations. This is the last one I want to talk about. It's the last thing on my list here. Is the gas station. And a lot of crime happens at gas stations, mostly for petty theft, robbery, mugging, that kind of stuff, because people aren't paying attention. They're on their phone, they're looking at the gas gauge, they're staring at their car, wondering if they should get a car wash, whatever. Don't go at night if you can help it. Stay away from gas stations at night. And when you do, use the pumps closest to the little gas station building. That way you're on camera probably. There's someone in there looking around. Try to get the stall, even if you have to wait. It's okay. Get the stall closest. And then when you start pumping and your head's on a swivel and you're looking around, put your back to the vehicle. Don't have your back. Don't stare at your vehicle. Don't look at how clean it is or whatever. Definitely don't look at your phone. Put your back against the vehicle, and then you only have about 180 degrees to look at, because no one's coming from your backside. And that's basically my list of things off the top of my head really quick on what you can do for situational awareness. I forgot to bring this up, and I filmed it later, so I put it in here now. What I want to say is, there's going to be people out there, there's probably people in the comments thinking this right now, we're going to write it, is, you're so paranoid. Why are you so paranoid? You don't need to be so worried. Why are you paranoid? Why are you looking around? Well, let me ask you this. And this is what you tell those people that can bring it up. You have a fire extinguisher in your house. Are you paranoid of fires? No, you're prepared in case there is one. Why do you wear a seatbelt? Are you paranoid of a car accident? No, it helps me be prepared and safe for if and when I do get in a car accident. Why do you have Band-Aids? Why do you have a medical kit, first aid kit at your house? Are you paranoid of getting hurt? No, I'm just prepared. And that's what you're doing with situational awareness, looking at things, keeping an eye out, not sitting in the suicide seat. You're not paranoid. You're just preparing to keep yourself safe. So don't let people drag you down like that. Don't let them, push you into not doing what you need to do to keep yourself and your family safe. If you have something to add, please put it in the comments below. I'm sure everybody will enjoy and be thankful for any tips you can give them. And until next time, keep your ear to the ground and head on a swivel.